Okay, summing up the ultimatum reunion in 10 minutes flat because it wasn't all that. All right. These two right here didn't belong together from the get go. All right. He doesn't have a backbone to speak up for himself, and she knows how to make him feel guilty. So, they were flawed from the beginning. All right. And the fact that she was the one who bought him the ultimatum, she still got what she wanted because he proposed to her. However, there's trouble in the Gotham City. Oh my goodness. And these two right here, them two right there, them two right there. Aria. Aria is the one who had a connection, an emotional connection with the last guy, Caleb. All right. And they had fun together and everything. Now, at first I was thinking, well, maybe they'd be a good couple and everything. But after seeing the reunion, I have my concerns on whether they would be a good couple too. I don't think so. In the meantime, Mr. Mean over here with the mean streak, Scotty, he wanted to keep Aria, of course, but she just let all kinds of skulls and bones out of the closet and everything, what's been going on with them. But they only came to them one time. And then, Nick and Vanessa Lachey, they got on my nerve because they really dug on her. They were like, well, how long was it before you made up your mind that you didn't want to be with him? Well, it's her choice. It's her choice not to be with him, even though it was just one day, because she shouldn't have said, she shouldn't have agreed to the proposal anyway. Okay. And she knew that. I could have told her that. And I'm not even in her body. I could have told her that. Now, this little poor child right here, Lord have mercy. Zania. I think it's Zania. Anyway, honey, child, get you some self-esteem and stop buying men. Don't buy them because she was buying JR. That man is crazy. All right. And you better off without him anyway, girl. He saved you. He saved you. I'm so glad you didn't walk away with him because you would have been the only one given in that whole relationship. Dude right here, Nick. He had it bad. He had it bad. He loved old girl. He loved old girl and everything like that, Sandy. But Sandy wasn't no damn good. Sandy was no dang on good, okay? So Sandy and JR, they was all together. And who would have figured? Okay, because they look like they want to jump each other's skin as soon as they saw each other. As soon as they found out they won't be matched together, honey, I think they was kissing on the first date. And they need to stop lying, saying that they did not sleep together. These are not the ones I'm talking about. But his woman is the one that I'm talking about. I'll show them in a minute. Now, here we are. The definition of a man gone wrong. JR. Okay? This man, he's talking about he's still trying to find himself. If you haven't found yourself yet, it's probably in the ocean with the aliens and stuff, I mean, everything else is down in the ocean. So, I mean, if you can't figure out what you want in your life, you had a beautiful woman, almost looked like Cardi B, a little darker than Cardi B, but she looked like Cardi B and she loved you. But nah, you just wanted to see what it was like on the other side, if you know what I mean. Okay. Cause he the one who made that statement. I wonder if you ever been with one of them. Nah, I never been one of them. Oh, okay. Well, here's your opportunity. Well, they brought me to the ultimatum. She brought me to the ultimatum. So I'm just going to ride this thing out. Literally. Oh, here's Miss Thing right here. Here's Miss Thing, Sandy. Okay. This the one that old dude was going crazy over because she was with JR, the previous guy. All right. And it's like they both just wanted to pounce on each other. As soon as they saw each other, oh, pounce, She wanted to see like what it was on the other side, and so did he. Okay? That was their whole objective of this whole experiment. They were just looking to get with each other. All right? They got nothing from this. Okay? And even though she said that she loves her guy and everything like that, she ain't love him. She did not love him. That woman need to stay single. Okay? For real. Look at these two. You can never tell by their body language that they both had relations and all. At least that's what they tell everybody else. They just kissed. Oh, yeah, he needed to close the door to kiss. Right. And why do we need to see them too? Huh? She ain't had nothing to talk about. He ain't had nothing to talk about. It was nothing they brought to the table except for the fact that they both left the experiment early. Okay. And then she come in trying to start trouble with Nick. And Nick's like, well, dang, I'm sorry for, being distraught because my girl was over there with JR. Okay. And so anyway, they took up at least a half an hour of the show. And they shouldn't even been on there from the get-go. Poor Nick. They really drug him across the rug, down the hall, down the stairs. I mean, golly, But I think that, like if he searches himself, he'll end up with a pretty good person that cares for him the way that he needs to be cared for, because Sandy just wasn't it. Sandy just was not it. Okay. So sorry to hear that Aria lost her baby. That was really sad. She just seems like such a well put together young lady. I just hope that someone comes into her life to, really give her what she needs. Because I think she's a good person, deep down inside. Now, Scotty, you need to work on your skills with anger. You need to go to anger management classes, because you could pop off. Everybody talk about Nick, but you could pop off. Okay. And nobody said anything about you like popping off. Well, yeah, actually they did. Zaria, she stayed with you and she was just like, yeah, you could pop off. She probably didn't want to say no to you because you probably would have popped off and hit her or something, because she didn't want the ring, so that she just went on and said yes. Anyway, you guys, I summed it up in a shorter amount of time than what I would have. All right. Or even what I thought of. Okay. Basically, you ain't missed nothing. The ultimatum is a really tough thing to do. And I really applaud people for getting on this show, because basically you're giving people hall passes to do whatever they want to do. Because if you bring the ultimatum, then they'll say, well, you brought me here, and so you can't help. I can't help for what happens. And then, and on the other side, it's like, hey, I just want you to act right. I want you to see what you might be missing. I want you to take advantage of the experiment and come back to us, and then we'll figure us out. But most of the time, honey, people end up hooking up with each other instead of coming back to the main focus. All right. But that's my view on it. What's yours? Let me know.